Peace to the gods and the earths. You know, my name is Cee-I Allah. I'm just sitting back on this understanding knowledge day, just doing the knowledge, drawing some things up, dealing with the foundation of all things, seeing it for what it is, not what it appear to be. Culture, it's a natural way of life. So I look around, I just circumspect like reality of how people living. You know what I mean? Like they living a good culture or a bad culture. You know, I don't subscribe to no religion at all. I'm part of the 5%. You know, we're here to stop crime and crush religion, man. Teach the youth. You know, just to advance civilization and understand the reality of respecting people from all walks of life. You know, I can care who you are, what you about, what you into. I mean, like, just be righteous. A lot of people speak about the 5% or, you know, they have an opinion about the 5%. However, they really or rarely come amongst us and like get their own perspective firsthand. You know, they'll go online, they'll see things, or they'll listen to music and pick up things, and then they'll start to advocate it and put it out there like if they know it. You know, until you come amongst us, the 5%, you know, your word holds no weight. Not to us anyway. You can say whatever you want to say, but when you come amongst us, you know, you gotta put it on the square. You gotta show and prove it. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, I think anybody that has actually came amongst us and truly, you know, look, listen, observe, and respect, you know, what's going on, they've walked away with a better understanding, you know, of who we are, as well as who they are, as well as what's going on in the world, because that's what we deal with. We deal with the knowledge of self first and foremost. That's what we teach. And you know, for people that write books about us, you know, I just want to say this to the buyers of the books that's so-called about, you know, Allah's 5%. Like, this knowledge is free. You know, if you want knowledge yourself, you know, all you gotta do is seek out a 5%er, and you know, if he's truly who he is, he's gonna make knowledge born, meaning he's gonna tell you the reality of self, you know, and the foundation of all things in existence, which is supreme mathematics. That's the keys of life. Everything revolves around mathematics. So, you know, I'm just saying to anybody who wants to know about Allah's 5% or the 5%ers, however you may call us, the gods and earths, you know, go to the source. Come to the source. Myself or any other 5% that you may hear about or, you know, see, because we all over, you know. We here in the United States, we international, you got brothers all over the world now, you know, spreading this knowledge. And we righteous people, so if a person says they're a 5%er or, you know, they're a part of Allah's 5%, they're gonna be open to building with you, to adding on with you to a discussion about, you know, the reality of life. Most of all, the reality of self, you know, and the nature of things. This is what it is. Like that's what we do. You know, we for all human families, we don't deny nobody. You know, it's just when you come amongst us, you know, come open-minded. You know, leave your biases at the door, because that's gonna, you know, be a discrepancy within your own mind in reference to what you hear from us, because we deal with the absolute truth. Like, it's either you accept it or reject it. We not here to put nobody down and bring ourselves up. We not into that. We already who we are. We righteous people, so that's what we teach, righteousness. But along with righteousness, we teach the science of everything in life. And we show and prove how all things came about, man, with the science of man, woman, and child. We give you the understanding of the knowledge. You get knowledge and wisdom, or, wisdom, knowledge from many places on the planet Earth, but where else do you get the understanding of these things from? They got the people guessing, they got the people believing, and the world is in suspense about the reality of life. Like, that's the big question, the $64,000 question. What is the meaning of life? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Come amongst the 5%. I guarantee you walk away with the meaning and you'll have a purpose if you truly come, pure in mind and pure in heart. Because that's what righteousness is about. See, righteous people are a chosen people. That means the people who choose themselves to walk this life, because the path of righteousness is a path that you have to choose to walk. That's some simple shit. And it seems simple. However, the first step towards righteousness is doing the knowledge, and many people find it so difficult to do that because they already have a predetermined idea, and in their approach to development. Rightfully so, because everybody should have a foundation. But you gotta check, where your idea stems from, and make sure that it's rooted, in good soil, meaning a good mind. It's just a little something I felt like saying on this glorious day. I understand the knowledge. Through my understanding, you see where my knowledge is foundated and rooted. That's with the 5%. We say 5% because we dealing with the population of the planet Earth. You understand what I'm saying? The total population is 100%. You know what I mean? Like, out of that 100%, we are the 5%. We are the 5% of the population who know and understand the truth about reality, about God, about who we are as a people, who, all people are as a people on this planet Earth. The 10% are the rich slave makers of the poor, who teach the poor lies to believe, in a mystery. They bloodsuckers of the poor. They do that for their own benefit. They keep the people, blind, deaf, and dumb to the reality of themselves and things that's going on around them. They use subliminal seduction and many other, tools to trick knowledge to, lead the people in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? Then you have the 85%, the overwhelming majority of the people on the planet Earth who are uncivilized. They poison animal eaters. They slaves of mental death, giving their power away. They don't know their origin in this world. They worship what they know not. They have no clue about God, and they easily led in the wrong direction and hard to be led in the right direction. And the question in the grand scheme of things is, which category do you fall in? The 5%, the 10%, or the 85%? That's all going to be determined through your walk and talk, through your expression. You know what I mean? Because if you 5%, you're going to identify with the people that have like ideas, that's like-minded, as well as 10% and 85%. Birds of a feather flock together. You know the old saying. That's just the reality. Then what happens? You know, then, once you ask yourself that question, and you realize where you at, whether it's 5%, 10%, or 85%, you know what I'm saying? You gotta ask yourself, is you okay with that? I know and understand everybody ain't gonna be a 5%, because everybody can't uphold a weight. Everybody ain't gonna tell it like it is. You know what I'm saying? Some people love the illusion. Some people only caught up in the material realm. They just want to be rich, or they just want to benefit, living a lap of luxury off the backs of others. That's just the way it is. Me, I choose to be righteous in all my affairs. I choose to stand for freedom, justice, and equality, and teach freedom, justice, and equality. I choose to show and prove the reality of God, which is the supreme being, black man of Asia. Supreme meaning most high, being means to exist. In this existence, the black man is the most high, mentally as well as physically. And this ain't to put nobody down, because all people could be righteous. That's all it's about. I'm just dealing with the science of who I am. And respect for all things, that exist in this realm with me. I'm about the living. I ain't about the dead. I keep it moving with the living. You know what I mean? So, that's peace. I just want to say peace to all the human families on the planet Earth. To all the 5% out there, man, keep building, keep showing, improving. Teach the youth. You know what I mean? Continue to deal with the supreme equality that Almighty God Allah wants us. You know what I'm saying? That He showed us. But showed to the world. You know what I mean? Just for the record, there's many people out there, man, that advocate this. You know what I mean? That sound like us, talk like us, they try to walk like us. They wear our universal flag and all kinds of shit like that, man. But a lot of them ain't us, man. We come together. We have parliaments every last Sunday of the month. In the summer months, the parliament is in Fort Greene Park in Brooklyn, which is Medina. And in the winter months, our parliament is in Harriet Tubman School on 127th Street in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? We come together. The 5% bill, we network, we know each other. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you come amongst me and you talking about your 5%, like, you gotta born yourself. You gotta show and prove, like, the reality of how you came about, you know what I'm saying, amongst the 5%. You should be able to trace your roots back to the foundation of this. Like, who taught you, who taught them, and how they got it, and where they got it from. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you just can't come amongst us like, yeah, I'm God, I'm Earth. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't showing and proving your existence in this, amongst us. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot of people online right now just popping up out of nowhere talking about, they us. Like, but then when you ask them, where you from, who you networking with out there, who educated you or, brought you in, gave you knowledge of self, they start to lose face, or, their foundation crumbles. Oh, I was online, I saw this, I saw that, or I used to listen to the Wu-Tang or Brand Nubians, and it's understandable to a degree because, the 5%, heavily influence people through hip hop and through other means. You understand what I'm saying? But once you start to acquire the knowledge of yourself, or you start to become inquisitive about what it is we talking about, you can't just go online and look this shit up and, get some information and think automatically you us, like, or you a part of, the 5%. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come amongst us. We have to agree, or we have to identify mentally. You understand what I'm saying? This is why we build amongst each other and build with each other. You know what I'm saying? To to see where we all at mentally, to make sure that we all on the same page for one common cause in the name of freedom, justice, and equality, man. And the name, that's what it's about. And that's where motherfuckers got it twisted. You know what I'm saying? They just, get out there and just think just because they advocating this or they advocating that, or they'll put on a post online like Supreme Mathematics, today's mathematics is this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? But they not adhering to none of the prescribed laws of IGOD. You know what I'm saying? Like our dietary laws and, many other things that go along with being righteous, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like Supreme Mathematics is the law, man. Righteousness is the order. Like that's the science. I'm not knocking them because they might be positive people, but I respect all positive people and I'm for that. But Born Universal Truth, this is real. This culture, the 5%, our way of life, the science of living mathematics. You gotta understand that this is a right and exact science, man. You can't just, make it out to be what you want it to be. It is what it is already. When you make it what you want it to be, you grafting, you taking away from the root of it, from the essence of it, man. You understand what I'm saying? I leave it like it is, like it was taught to me, man. Like, that's just how I give it up. It ain't my way, it's Law's way, because that's the founder. Not to say he's above me in no way, shape, form, or fashion, but he had a right and exact idea, man, and it show and prove itself, through the expression. It's still manifesting. We the youngest nation, man, and the glorious nation on this planet. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that ain't to knock nobody else, like, to each his own. I'm just saying for all those who, that's attracted to the 5%, that's inquisitive about the 5%, that just have a misconception about the 5%. Yo, come amongst us. In many different states, in many different places, like we have gatherings, the gathering of the gods and earths, man, called universal parliaments, where we come together and deal with nation business and we discuss, the things that, we need to do and the things that we're doing in our communities to enhance the quality of life for the human families. You know what I mean? For our communities, as well as first of all, our families. You know what I mean? And then we extend that to our neighbors, and our neighborhood and our community at large. And then our city and state. Like however it go, man, we start from the foundation up, but we about development. We about enhancing the quality of life, man. And if you're not truly for that, then you might as well not even come amongst us. You might as well do some other shit. A lot of people want to act like they smart and quote unquote conscious community shit, man. But it's like, what you doing? We can talk forever till the sun burn out. But if your actions ain't making a difference, man, what the fuck? What's the purpose? Talk without action is what? Please let me know that. What the fuck is that? That shit is irrelevant. Anybody that know me tell you I walk and talk righteousness. I deal with people no matter where I go, no matter who they are, with righteous intent, and I express that through everything I do. I love the human family. I love people. Good, bad, or indifferent, man. It's a learning experience, man. I'm not with the bad. I'm not for that, but I learn from them too. That's just the reality of life, man. It ain't gonna always be all good, man. But it can get better. As long as we do something about it, man. Peace to the 5%. Peace to all the human families, man. Keep building. Yo, I side with the righteous for the positive. I ain't, I ain't with the negative, man. I let them do them. Builders build, destroys the seed. I build with the builders. Yeah, peace to my Aelites, King Asiatic, a lot of you happiness. Brothers that I, network with, you know, in an immediate way. You know what I mean? Peace. Peace to the gods.